Hello everyone, welcome to the HAYIK Show. This is your host, How to Go.
Hello, I'm also your host, Steve of Unite.
Welcome to the HAYIK Show. HAYIK stands for How Are You in Korea? We talk about the daily lives of KOCIS K-influencers and discuss the current events in Korea.
Every Thursday at 2 p.m., we'll be streaming with new K-influencers, so stay tuned.
Let's say hello to our guests.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for having me today
It's a
here
pleasure.
again.
Thank you for coming again.
Yeah.
Two returning guests.
Yeah, that's right. Our second time,
They
right?
were here before?
Both of them, yeah.
Our
Nice to
second
be
time.
back again.
Yeah, so I am Gabriela. I'm from Spain. I have been living in Korea for around 3 years and a half now, and I am currently a biology major at Seongyungan University in the Suwon campus.
Oh, so
Third year.
Biology.
third year.
Yeah.
So you have like another kind of year left,
Kind of,
Kind of.
more or less, hopefully.
hopefully.
Okay, hi everybody, this is Dolma and I'm from Nepal and I have been in Korea for 4 years and I'm graduating soon.
Yay!
Congrats.
Thank you. So, yeah.
Do you have any new or different stories you could tell us about your time in Korea?
Okay, yeah, maybe yeah. So there is something I like about Korea, which I guess it exists in other countries, but I don't know about other countries that are not Korea. So I just speak about my case, and it is that in Korea there is something called like moim.
모임.
You know, when
Yeah.
people with the same likings, you know, come together and they just enjoy doing the same hobby at the same time, and they become friends, etc., etc. So I like taking pictures and I like modeling. So I joined a moim so that we come together like the models and photographers. Obviously, we are not pro models; they are not pro photographers. We just do it for fun. No money involved at all. It's just a hobby.
Hobby.
And it's great because it's so professional. We are not pro at all, but it's so professional. And you know, you get into the role so much. Like they get into the pictures, we get into posing, and it's so interesting. So I hope that this also exists in other countries, like this kind of moim, because
모임.
it's amazing. Yeah.
Where do you
Great.
usually go? Do you go to a different place? Is it every week?
Oh, yeah. So that's the great thing. So in the app, people, any member can, you know, upload an event. So in Korean, it's called like 출사. So you upload an event and you can set a place and a time and the concept of the photo shoot. And then people who think, oh, that's interesting, then I will join. And then
they
people
can-
get together and then they create a Kakao Talk group and then they speak about it and then they just go. So we have been on trips. We have been on like we are going to do a sailor photo shooting on an actual like boat.
Whoa!
And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. We have had an empty and we have rented a whole studio with different rooms and each room has a different concept and the models actually get like I brought like 5 or 6 different outfits and it was a different concept and different clothes in every room and it was crazy.
Whoa!
It's such an experience.
Whoa!
That's amazing. It's amazing.
What a story.
Yeah.
What a story.
Right?
I want to do that as well, actually.
It's crazy.
I think
it's crazy.
you'll
I'm
enjoy
telling
that.
you.
Yeah.
And there are events every week.
Every week.
Wow.
Every
Because we are so many, we are over 100 people. So every time I think I want to do this, and then you just upload it, and people will join in and join in and join in.
Make your bike moim.
Yes! We can do like a biking photo shoot on the go.
Of course, there are no limits.
I like that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for the idea.
Yeah,
It can be a good way to make friends in Korea.
it is. It's as a foreigner, it's an incredible opportunity to learn Korean. Like no joke.
So it's with other Koreans.
I think, as for now, I don't know if I am the only foreigner. I have not seen other foreigners yet.
Whoa!
But obviously, I go there and I speak full Korean, and it's an amazing opportunity to like practice your Korean and especially learn new words that you don't usually, you know,
Right.
listen in your on a daily basis. So it's great.
Oh.
Wow! I thought that was like a foreigner group event or something, but this is
like
It's full Korean. Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Okay, that's an amazing opportunity.
yeah. It's
Actually,
amazing.
that's a cool tip for today's episode. is
Good
the
tip
cool
for today. All right.
It is.
Go to a moim. Well, in my case, like I think living in Korea for like 4 years and every day I think I've been like having interesting episodes. because like Korea has so much to offer. Like there's so much to learn about its culture and traditions. And if I have to like recall an episode, then I think recently I visited Busan and I visited Formosa Temple. It's I think UNESCO World Heritage some site or something, and like usually when I go to the temples, like we have to put the slippers outside, right? And the temples mostly have the Shinbaljang outside the door, but there like I didn't see Shinbaljang nearby, so I just like took off my shoes and then went inside, prayed, and came back outside. But like when I entered, there was this wooden deck just before you entered by the door, and I had put my shoes there, but apparently you are not supposed to put there. So like when I was just about to come outside, there was this one halmoni who was saying, "Oh, choki symbol no men ande nende." I think she didn't know like it was my shoes, but I was just there, so I think I learned something new from there too.
So you are supposed to go inside with your shoes on or no?
Without your shoes.
So where do you put your shoes?
Outside, but there's usually they have the Shinbaljang.
So there was not like a shoe racket at all.
There was, but I didn't see it.
Okay.
There was. It was quite far, so like I just took off by the door and then put it there and then went inside, came out praying, and then there was. I like usually I didn't have to put it outside, so I didn't know that I was not supposed to put it on the wooden deck just by the like outside of the door. But apparently you are not.
Yeah.
She's giving a heads up to people who go next time.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I think we talk about like Busan like every episode.
Right? Yeah.
Right?
Thank you for the honorary mention of Busan.
Yeah.
And also because like I was here on the Busan Expo related topic last time, so yeah.
All right.
Is that the one near the water?
Near the water is the other
Where you
one.
can see-
Yeah, this one is like at the top of a hill. So if you are in Busan, I would recommend Formosa Temple also. I also went to the one by the sea, like it's Yongsa or something. And it was on my bucket list, and I also mentioned it in the last episode. And I'm proud to say that like I went there.
That's great.
And
Completed
it's
the
like
bucket
You can tick it out.
yeah, I ticked it off, and it's like more than I expected. It's so pretty. You should go there.
That's
yeah,
great.
everybody should go
Thanks
there.
for the recommendation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing your interesting stories.
Yeah.
So, what are your plans in Korea now?
Graduating uni.
Graduating.
I think that's the biggest objective because you know that is why I came to Korea. I came as a student. Of course, after my graduation, I would like to remain here, live here. I don't know for how long, but that's the plan. As for now, but my biggest objective is graduating uni.
Graduating.
Yeah.
I mean, you're graduating soon, very soon, right?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Whoa!
Like I am done with all my semesters, and we have the ceremony tomorrow.
Oh my God! Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
And after that, I think I'm looking forward to go to my 대학원. It's
Yeah.
starting
대학원.
from it's starting from September. So after
Oh, you're becoming a
graduating,
graduate student.
yes.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So you're going right into some more
Yeah.
studies.
so much.
Oh, wow.
Semester is like
Never finish.
about a
Yeah.
year or two, and then I think I would like to look for work.
Work.
Either here in Korea or some other countries. It depends when the time comes. But for now, like I'm looking forward to going to the 대학원 and like experience some graduate student life. Yeah.
Korean graduate student life. Wow.
Yeah.
What are you studying?
Like I'm gonna be studying master in development policy.
Development.
Development policy.
Development.
Policy.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
It's like I think it's more suitable for me. Like I want to work in international organizations after like I'm done with my studies. So I think it's a good pathway.
That's so interesting.
And is your major biology?
Yeah.
Biology.
Yes.
Last time I took biology was in 9th grade, AP Bio.
Oh, you took AP
Oh,
Bio?
AP
okay.
Wow. How was it? Doable?
I enjoyed Bio, yeah.
Oh, that it's really nice to hear
But
that.
it's all gone. It's all gone now. It's been way
Trust
too long.
me, I finish every semester and everything is gone.
Everything's
and
gone.
I'm a biology major.
You don't have to wait for the semester. Like
Yeah.
you go to the lessons right now and then
Like the
you forget.
moment you hand it the exam, you don't know anything.
Yeah.
Just your
It's all
name.
gone, yeah. Just your name.
Yes.
Actually, I really love biology. In school, I liked it a lot as well. I like physics more, but I like biology. And then I started studying it kind of myself, maybe like a few years ago. And so you were talking a little bit earlier about your thesis is going to be in
Extracellular vesicles.
extracellular vesicles.
Yeah.
So we were having a little biology conversation.
I also took biology for my A level, so
Oh. I did not know biology was so
interesting.
popular. I'm actually so happy.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to like go towards microbiology, but things happened and I'm going for public public sector now.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Well, last week it was a Namyang special.
Right.
So we shared some scary stories with our guests. Do you have any scary stories you know of?
So it's not so much of a scary story. I think it's something that we kind of like go around telling in Spain to make sure that people are kind of careful. So the story is about there's a place in the province of Barcelona. I'm sure you have heard of Barcelona.
Barcelona, yeah.
In Spain, right? So Barcelona is by the sea. So there is one coast in Barcelona in which the road is a little bit like the curves are very dramatic.
Oh.
So it is very easy that if you go too fast, some terrible things can happen. So people say in Spain that in that road there was a man who was driving, and it was a very rainy night, and he saw by the roadside a woman who was wearing a white nightgown.
Oh my God.
So he was like, why on earth is a woman on the roadside at a rainy night wearing a nightgown outside? I don't understand. So he invited her to ride his car. Because he was like, what? I cannot leave this woman, on the rain outside. So he invited her and asked her, what were you doing outside? And she was kind of like evasive of the topic. She was not telling him why she was outside. And then while they were speaking, blah, blah, and riding the car, then she suddenly said, oh, you should, go slower here because this curve is very dramatic. And he actually was so engaged on the conversation that, oh, thank you so much that you actually told me, because something really terrifying would have happened if you didn't tell me. And then the woman said, well, that was actually my mission because I died here 25 years ago on this curve. And then the girl suddenly disappeared.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I got this.
Yeah.
I know.
I was wondering,
Chills.
like, do you have any specific names that to call for those kind of ghosts?
Oh, I actually
Because I was really
Don't know.
surprised
Do you?
because I also have similar kind of story. Like
kind of like a protective ghost, you mean, or
no, like so in our country also we have similar ghost like beliefs, and
Yeah.
there's this creepy woman ghost who is like wearing white clothes,
Yeah.
has like dark long hair, and it's called Kichkanya in our Nepalese language.
Kichkanya?
Yeah,
Okay.
Kichkanya. So that's why I asked you if she has a name, because like it's common name, like common belief in our society, and like she is believed to be ghost of like a woman who died an unfair death, and she usually haunts you at night when you're like traveling in like the lonely nights, like highways, like
really?
the way she mentioned. And I was surprised when you mentioned the similar kind of
it's
story.
so
Yeah, and then that's why like when we are traveling like long distance at night, especially the male drivers, they put like women bangles in their car, because it's believed that if you have something that belong to a woman in your car, then they won't like attack you. Otherwise, like you could get sick.
That's
could
so
get,
interesting.
Yeah, you could get into an accident, or you could even like die. So yeah, that's like a protective measures people take, like putting bangles or women stuffs in their cars when they're traveling. And this there are many like movies and music videos made on this coast, so it's quite popular in Nepal. Yeah, so that's quite.
Why do all ghosts have to wear white gowns?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right.
surprised.
dark
Like the
hair.
ring as well, and like grudge and stuff like that. Wow.
I mean, since we're like MZs, like these days ghosts have to be like, why can't they wear like a pink gown? Have some like colored hair, Like very
Oh yeah, like dye their hair.
That's gonna be our ghost stories from now on. Like,
Okay, when we become ghosts, then we're gonna have like
Yeah.
dyed hair.
yeah, it's always the white gown, dark long hair.
Right? Yeah, they need to switch it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Because
Switch it
ghosts
up.
are classy.
Classy. Okay.
Classy.
Well, and the cool thing is like such a similar story. But
Yeah.
then yours was like kind of like a regular ghost that like
Yeah,
kills you,
but
does something
in
bad.
our version, she wears like a sari. You know what sari?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So in our version, she doesn't wear a gown. She wears white sari.
Ah, I see.
But then in Spain, she's protective. She's
Yeah,
like trying to
kind of,
prevent
yeah.
people from dying.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. I've never heard.
It
like,
is, right?
Of a protective ghost. I don't think I know any protective ghosts at all.
Yeah, so it's
Right.
like you don't want to see a ghost, right?
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I want to see a ghost. So people
kind of
tell
want to
the
see a
story.
ghost.
Well, except for you.
Isn't it because like you're interested in science and physics stuffs? Like that's why you want to have a ghost interaction so that you can use it for your research later on.
Yeah, sure. Like I'd
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to see a ghost, especially if it's protective. Like why not?
In
Have a
Korea-
conversation.
I mean, indeed.
In Korea, you can see a Korean ghost
Yeah.
with wearing white hanbok.
Hanbok.
Yeah, white
hanbok.
hanbok. Yeah.
White
My
hanbok.
goodness. So
White
white sari, white dress,
Night gown,
white
yeah.
hanbok.
Well,
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
wonder if we have like a white,
Very cultural.
special cultural ghost as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
so since we're talking about like ghost stories, last time I wasn't able to say everything because we didn't have enough time. But we were talking about sleep paralysis, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So when I was back in LA, I never had sleep paralysis. But ever since I came to Korea, I've had it about like 4 times.
really.
So like, I was like, when I hear like stories about sleep paralysis, I'll be like, what really? Like, how can that happen? Like, but when it happened to me,
Yeah.
So I was like sleeping, right? Like, I was wide awake. Like my eyes were open. I could see everything, but I couldn't move. I saw my like roommate playing games.
Oh, you can see
Playing
that.
games.
You were not
your eyes
dreaming?
are open?
Yeah, I wasn't dreaming. I can see everything.
Wow.
And my roommate was playing games,
Yeah.
and like I couldn't move at all. And like by the door, I saw like a dark figure, but I was like, no way, this is just sleep paralysis. So like I wasn't like really scared, but I was like
Yeah.
trying to move,
Yeah.
but I couldn't. So I was like, oh, this is the feeling of sleep paralysis. So I was like, it was like kind of like interesting and fascinating.
That's crazy.
So I've had it about like
Fascinating.
4
Isn't-
times, and I was like,
4 times.
yeah. So
So since you came to Korea, 4 times sleep paralysis.
yeah. So every time I have it, I like, oh, what's the way I can like get out of it?
Get out
So
of it. Yeah.
I figured out like just like trying to move to the side,
Uh-huh.
like rolling over, helps a lot. So, yeah.
I think like isn't that like related to like stress or something?
That is
All
what
of
I
a
was
sudden-
going to ask.
Yeah.
Probably like not sleeping too much. and
Not
like,
sleeping much.
yeah.
Yes.
Not
So, yeah.
sleeping too much.
It's interesting. Yeah, actually, similarly, I think I've had in my entire life as well sleep paralysis maybe 3 or 4
times.
times as and I think like 2 times was here in Korea.
In Korea.
So like once or twice in Canada, and then like kind of once or twice here as well. And I remember the very first time because I heard about it as well, like similar to you. I heard about it like from TV or friends or
Yeah.
something like that, and I never had it. But then one night, like I finally kind of had it, and so I prepared myself for it too, mentally before it came. So I knew it was probably going to be like kind of scary and that you couldn't move. And so I woke up in the middle of the night. And I couldn't move, and it's this crazy feeling of like I could kind of like almost tilt my head to like look down, like look past my feet, and then I saw as well like
A dark figure?
Yeah, like no, actually I saw like a full lady in a dress.
Oh my God.
It wasn't a white dress, but it was just a lady in a dress.
Yeah.
Very scary, like standing right there and starting to like slowly come towards me as well.
really?
And that was so scary.
And you couldn't move.
And I couldn't move at all. It was so creepy. But I was thinking like this whole time, I'm like, okay, it's just sleep paralysis. And I'm like, come on, move. You can do it. You can do it. I was just like trying to get myself to move.
Your eyes were open?
My eyes were open, yeah. And I was just like trying to move my hand. And I think I like tried to roll over or something as well. And eventually I was just like, I give up. Let me just close my eyes. And I just closed my eyes and went back to sleep.
Also, my roommate, he got sleep paralysis, and I was just playing games, right? And he told me like, all of a sudden he's like, he woke up like that. He was like, yo, Hyung, like I asked for help. Like, why don't you help me? I was like, You didn't say anything. I couldn't hear anything. So yeah, that was kind of funny.
Oh my goodness.
Not funny, but like it was kind of like,
Yeah.
oh really? Like he was asking for help. He said he was asking for help, but I didn't hear anything. Like, he was just, I thought he was sleeping. So yeah.
Whoa.
Jesus, that must be so scary.
You guys never had sleep paralysis before?
No.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I never had, but since we are going in that direction, like the concept of sleep paralysis is something that I got to know like a lot later in my life. Before that, like in our society, we believe it's a dead person trying to like you know. So it's kind of
scary,
very
yeah.
scary. And even when you're talking, I was getting goosebumps because I don't like to like listen ghost stories. And even if I'm like watching like a horror movie. Where there are scenes where the ghost comes out, like, so I just like this happens. Like I don't watch horror movies, I don't like it. But when I'm with my friends, like most of my friends, they love horror movies. So when they are watching horror movies, I'm with them, I'm watching. But if the ghost scene comes, I just like open my close my eyes and ears, and then when the scene is gone, then friends go, oh, it's gone, and then so yeah, and it's kind of scary. And yeah, I've like heard such stories from my like elders in the families too. And yeah, now if I think about it, and if I like hear from the other perspectives, it's like sleep paralysis, it's from stress or something. But like when I was young, we believed that it's like a ghost thing, and it's most likely to happen if you're using something that belongs to a dead person. Because they don't want you to use their stuff, and they just like try to kill you or something.
I hope it's no ghost for you guys.
Yeah.
No ghost for you.
That was interesting because last week as well, I mean, we were talking about so many scary stories. We also said that like when we watch horror movies, we kind of like cover.
Yeah, because like we know when it's coming. Like, when the thing is
the jump scare, right?
The jump
You
scares,
know,
exactly.
right?
Prepare for the jump scares.
It's going to happen.
Okay, and then we cover our eyes
like this, and
I think it's more effective if you actually cover your ears.
Cover your ears.
Your ears, because the jump scare, like visually, obviously is like scary, but what actually scares you, I think, is the sound.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I love horror movies. I don't usually watch movies, and if I'm like, okay, I'll watch a movie, it's actually a horror movie, scary movie. Is the actual only genre that I actually enjoy.
Oh, really?
So I am very used to jump scares, and my conclusion is that don't cover your eyes, cover your ears. So try it next time, and you'll tell me.
But after you watch a like horror movie, don't you feel like there's a ghost behind you everywhere you go?
I do, but I just cope with it.
Yeah.
I do, but I was willingly going to watch the movie, so I just have to cope with it.
Oh my God, there's a cockroach over there.
Huh?
Oh, you don't get scared. Oh.
She didn't flinch.
Oh, you didn't flinch. Oh my God.
Actually, if I start quiet, someone else will kill it, so I'll just stay quiet.
I'm sorry. I was trying to scare you, but
No, that was good. I like that. I didn't expect that.
That was a jump scare. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I didn't expect that.
I did not either.
No, actually, because when I used to watch like horror movies when I was younger, I was really terrified by them, but I still would like watch them for some
Like
reason.
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity, exactly.
That's a classic.
Oh, that is a classic. Yeah, that was really scary to me, and like Insidious was horrendous.
Insidious.
Yeah.
Insidious.
But for personally, and The Grudge, and so
The Grudge.
after I watched The Grudge, I could not sleep without the light
On.
Oh.
for so long. I think I was like, how old was I? I was like 17, 18, 19. That entire time period. For like most nights, I had to like turn like the light on.
Confessions.
I know, yeah. It's this is a crazy confession, but it wasn't even like just a night light. It was like the whole light was on.
Was it like emotional damage?
It was emotional damage. But actually, and I did that like I can't remember how long I did that for. But when I tried to sleep with the light off, I just like saw visions of like The Grudge like over my head or something like that, and I couldn't handle it. So I was just like, nope, lights on. And I slept with the light on for the longest time. And then eventually I was like, okay, I need to like somehow get over this. And so I was lying down in my bed and I turned the light off And I had to run to my bed as well. If I shouldn't laugh, I had to run to my bed. I'm just giving all the things away right now. But then I just like I had my eyes open and I just like looked the demon in the eyes and I would just like stare at it until I could finally like handle it and then go to sleep.
Oh my.
So I did that for like a week or something like that. Just like sitting with the light off and like staring at whatever looked scary.
Wow.
And then now I can finally sleep
Isn't
with
that
the light.
why you had like the sleep paralysis because of the horror movie? Don't you think so?
No, 'cause it only happened like way later, actually.
Oh, I know.
Way later. So it was like recently in Korea, and then just before I came to Korea as well, is when I had my first sleep paralysis. Then it was just not being able to sleep.
Yeah.
But actually, last week, do you remember something happened? Because we were talking about these horror stories, and I'm getting that vibe from last week as well. It was a little bit scary vibe. But do you remember something happened actually at the beginning of the show?
The thing fell, right?
Oh, because like I think it's a good sign for you guys because I heard in Korea like it's a good sign if you have some ghost experiences. I heard like most of those in like the idol interviews.
Oh,
like,
yeah, like,
I've heard about
I've
it.
heard like if they like while you're recording you hear a ghost, then that album becomes big.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So Mr. Ghost, like, please come
Yeah.
for a recording. One time.
Okay, yeah, last week's ghost, the one who knocked over,
Yeah.
knocked that
Come to a
over.
recording booth,
That's
yeah?
crazy.
Okay.
It might
That's
be
interesting.
because I heard a lot of stories about BTS also shared similar stories, so you might like search their interviews on YouTube because I like watch a lot of their videos and
Oh.
interesting.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shall we move on to this week's topic?
Sure.
Let's go.
This week's topic is Liberation Day in Korea, also known as 광복절. It was a few days ago, wasn't it?
Right.
I think it was Tuesday.
Tuesday, right.
Yes, August
August
15th was Liberation Day of Korea.
How much do you guys know about Liberation Day of Korea?
The name.
The name.
The name.
I know the name.
You know the name.
I know that it's in August.
In
And I
August.
know that we don't work that day.
Oh,
Yes.
you didn't work that day?
I did not.
I think I was working.
Oh.
You were working?
I think I was working. Were you working?
I think I did something that day.
Probably. but
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get the liberation that day.
I did nothing. I existed. I just existed.
Isn't like liberation kind of independence, right?
Right.
But like our country doesn't have any Independence Day, so it's kind of like a not familiar thing with me. But when I like read about it, it's like Korea had some history, bad history, and yeah, it's good. Like it's, I think, a celebration of like independence from some bad years.
Yeah.
I think it's a good day to remember and honor the great people who
All the
like,
efforts made at that time,
dedicated,
right?
like their lives to the country.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that you're not too familiar with it because we got a quiz today.
Oh.
We got a quiz. So today we've prepared a quiz to get to know more about Liberation Day of Korea.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys want to try it? Try them out?
Quiz.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
If you-
we're sorry if I got it wrong.
So if you do we have 3 questions. If you do get all 3 of them right,
Okay.
we'll give you guys a 30,000 won coupon, a cafe coupon.
Oh.
One of the guests who gets all 3 of them right.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I mean, we do have a graduating student here. We do have a
But my major is not history.
We need science girl.
we do have someone majoring in science. I mean, they should get it right, right?
They should- yeah.
Yeah.
I think they
I hope.
Okay.
Let's
No
try
pressure.
it.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure, no?
But can we bargain though? Even if we get like 1 correct, can we get like 10,000?
1 out of 3. I don't know.
I don't know, but let's see. Let's see.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
Uh,
see.
Okay.
All right, question 1. Says,
Okay.
when did Liberation Day of Korea start?
I think I read it like
I mean, the
I
answer
think
was
this is it. I think I know.
the answer was already like given out before.
Yeah.
We just talked about it.
really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So may
Oh, you want?
I go?
Yeah, sure.
1945. I heard that it was after the Second World War.
What's the date?
Eh?
The date.
Is it
Yes.
the right one though? Like,
Oh, you-
is it right?
No, I will tell you the
That's
right
perfect.
answer, but
Maybe.
say the full thing.
The full
The year and the date.
Yeah.
The month and the date.
Oh Jesus
Oh.
Christ! Then I will just say 15th of August of 1945.
Oh.
Is it right?
Okay.
Is that your final answer? I'll give you one more
I
chance.
don't have any other answer.
Final answer?
I don't have like a vivid like memory, but I think I read somewhere that the like occupation of Korea started around 1910. It lasted for 35 years, so it's gonna be 45, right? But
That's the only part of the answer
Yeah.
I am sure of.
But the declaration was around 48, I think. That's what I read. I'm not sure though.
All right, so your final answer?
Yeah, we'll go with 45.
45?
45.
45?
Month and date?
15th of August of
15th of August.
1945.
Okay.
All right.
That's right.
That's
Right.
You guys are correct.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Question 1.
I was
Okay.
surprised.
Okay.
All right, question number 2. So, how many years of anniversaries is this year's Liberation Day celebrating? This is kind of hard.
45 plus 5 plus 50 plus 23. 78.
Oh, quick maths.
Quick math.
Oh,
Oh my god.
you know, quick maths.
Quick
Okay.
maths.
Final answer?
5, 55. 55 plus 23. 78.
I think so.
I cannot graduate uni without
Yeah, I'm
making
like-
this math.
Science
We got some
student.
graduates here. Science, yeah.
Yeah. 78th year.
78.
I guess they're.
Yeah, I'll go with her.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna trust, okay?
I guess they're smart.
Yeah, right?
Oh, thanks a
Oh
lot.
my god.
Okay.
That's correct.
That's
78.
correct. 78. Okay, we've got 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Last question. In Korea, there's the Independence Hall of Korea. Where can you find out about Korea's history of independence? In which city is the Independence Hall of Korea located in Korea?
I don't know.
So I have a dilemma now because I heard the answer before, but I did. What should I say? I did not know it before coming here today,
All right.
but I heard it. So am I allowed to say the answer or not?
First, I want to hear her
Need
answer.
coffee. No, the Starbucks ticket, yes.
Whose answer? Whose answer?
Doesn't really.
Your answer?
No, you answer. I don't know that.
You don't know the answer?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give you half marks for that.
Okay, I will say the answer because I heard you, but I have to confess I did not know it before coming here today. So I confess myself.
If you guys
I-
both get it correct, we'll
Both?
get both of you.
No, I trust her.
You trust her.
Trust card? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, if she gets it correct, then
Okay, so I heard 춘청남도 전원시. That is what I heard.
okay.
Okay.
Is it correct? Oh,
Good
yes.
job.
Good job.
You got all 3 correct.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Have
Now,
you guys?
I learned a lot today.
Yeah, right?
Me
Yeah.
too.
that's a little
Indeed.
bit.
From
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, thank you. Have you ever visited the Independence Hall of Korea?
No,
No.
but I guess we must.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must and we
Yeah.
might.
Have you?
No.
Actually, no.
Oh, then I guess we must.
I did go somewhere like related to history about Korea, but I don't know if it's exactly like the hall of the Independence Hall of Korea.
Yeah, same. I've seen like a bunch of statues and things like that, but not the hall specifically. But if any of our viewers haven't had the chance to visit the Independence Hall of Korea yet, you should probably visit it. The Independence Hall of Korea has a total of 6 halls with exhibitions about Korea's history and independence. In Hall 1, there's an exhibition where you can learn about Korea's roots, and from halls 2 to 6, there are exhibitions about Korea's history of independence. Tickets are free of charge, and opening hours during the summer season, March to October, are 9:30 till 6 p.m. During the winter seasons, November to February, it's 9:30 to 5 p.m. And you should enter at least 1 hour before closing time. Also, they regularly close on Mondays. And since tickets are free, there's so much to see.
Yeah,
All of us
indeed.
and our viewers can get a chance to go
Yeah.
see it.
That's
Yeah.
great.
That's good.
What about like independence in like? So you mentioned that there's not really an independence in your country.
Yeah.
In the U.S., I think there's.
I mean, you guys should be familiar with 4th of July, right? 4th of
Definitely have
Fourth
heard
of
of it.
July. Yeah, 4th of
Yeah.
July.
Yeah.
So in 1776, like the Declaration of Independence was adopted by the Second Continental Congress. So, you know, like fireworks, right?
Yes.
Fireworks. It's like it signifies like restoration of peace, like, and also national pride and patriotism. So yeah, so like back in LA when I was in 4th of July, like we would like hear fireworks like boom, boom, boom,
Really?
boom every night.
Yeah.
The whole night.
The whole
So that day it's like, yeah, it's all fun, like celebrating and everything, but like at night it's very like difficult to sleep because all you hear is like boom, 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 boom. So that day, like at night, it's a tough time at night. Yeah.
You've seen the show yourself?
Yeah, like I see fireworks like pew, pew,
Yeah.
pew at night too. So
I think anywhere you go, you hear about like 4th of July, Independence Day.
yeah,
so,
it's a big day. So like
yeah.
Yeah, I have
Close
heard
to
that
it
it's
and
a huge holiday there.
it's a huge
Yeah.
holiday. Yeah.
Is there an Independence Day in Spain?
Actually, no.
No?
Yeah, we don't have something like that. Maybe it's not an Independence Day, but I think every like people with a Hispanic background would know about the 12th of October. So nowadays it's a very controversial holiday, to be honest. But up to today, is being celebrated in some countries. So yeah, kind of controversial, but still celebrated. 12th of October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, in Namibia we have Independence Day, and actually we put a lot of like independence into our national anthem. There's lyrics about independence, and on our flag as well. So because they were freedom fighters who like, fought for our independence at the time, and so we have a lyric about their bravery, whose blood waters our freedom. And then on our flag, we have red to represent the blood of
The blood,
fighters. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's interesting.
So in Korea, many films related to independence movements are made. Guys, do you know any films or drama series related to Korea's independence movement?
I think I saw one which was based during the time when like Korea was occupied. It was like, do you guys know Pachinko? Pachinko. It
Yes.
stars Lee Min-ho and another actress. So I watched that drama, and like it's not actually about independence and everything, but it was based during that time, so we could see like how the lives were hard and like the discriminations happening in the society and everything. So that was like a good drama. Recommended.
Right.
What's the name again?
Pachinko.
Pachinko.
Pachinko. There's a book also, but I haven't read the book. And there is drama also.
They were filming that in Vancouver while I was there, and a few of my friends. I was in the film industry. A few of my friends were working on it.
Really?
I was trying to get on it as well, but then I came to Korea just before like they got too deep into the filming. Cool.
But why did they film in Vancouver if it's about life in Korea?
Well, you know, they film a lot of stuff in Vancouver actually.
I understand. Okay.
It's like it's based in Korea, Japan, and US.
So different
If it's
countries.
US, then it's
I understand.
and
Okay.
it's like it
Didn't know
has a
that.
story of like three or four generations.
That's interesting. Okay.
Do you know any shows related to independence?
So as for me, I have not watched one myself, but I have heard about Mr. Sunshine. So I what I know is that it's a very, very famous drama. As I just said, I have not watched it myself, but I do know something about the story. And I heard that it's about one Korean person that traveled to USA, got the citizenship, and came to back to Korea as a soldier. I guess to help out their people, if I am not wrong. But that's the extent of the story. Yeah,
I
the
think
extent of my knowledge. I don't know pretty much.
I've watched.
I think I've watched that too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The American naval officer Eugene, played by actor Lee Byung-hun,
And there's
very charismatic.
the
Very
actress, I
charismatic.
think Kim Tae-ri.
Yeah.
Teddy.
Teddy.
So it's a good development, and like when the movie and when the drama starts, she is like a she comes from a good family, but later on, like as the story unfolds, she kind of becomes like an independence fighter or something. So it's a good one.
That's
recommend it too.
Okay, thanks a lot.
I started watching that. Maybe I'll finish it now that we're talking about it. Actually, yeah. It's a very well-made drama series. Currently on OTT services, there are many drama series and films uploaded that show such independence movements of Korea. If you get the time, I recommend watching a piece from OTT services that show Korea's independent movement.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, with that, it's already time to say goodbye.
Oh, already? Oh
Yeah, I know. Time flies by, doesn't it?
my god! Didn't we just start?
I know, right? Thank you for coming out.
Oh, thank
again.
you for having us again.
Yes.
Thank you for having
you so
us
much.
again.
And we can go for another round. How was it being on again?
I think my English has improved a little
English
bit.
has
I get less nervous, but as always, it's fabulous to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Me too. Actually, like when the first time I came here, I was very nervous. Today also I was nervous but like I think I have become a little bit more comfortable with talking and with you guys too. So yeah, I would be really happy if I can come again. But thank you very much for having me the second time, and thank you for being great hosts.
Oh, thank you very much.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
hosts.
Thank you.
Well, it was a pleasure to have you guys here. And the HAYIK Show will air every Thursday at 2 p.m. So with a special Kinfluencer guest each time. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next week at 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
What's up? H.